What's going on, everybody? I'm Brian Bogert, and we're back today for episode 75 of Bogert's Bullets. Today, we're going to talk about getting unstuck. You know, no matter what in life, it's inevitable that we're going to get stuck as individuals, as groups, as society, as cultures. And oftentimes, people can remain stuck unless they put effort and intention to get unstuck. But sometimes, everything seems so overwhelming that you almost can't think straight. You almost can't put a plan in place, and that's why you're stuck in the first place. I was actually stuck getting ready to create this video, so that's kind of what prompted this idea. Typically, I get an inspiration throughout the week, and I can write down literally just the topic title, and then I turn on the camera and start talking, and content comes out. But today, I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't get the inspiration. I didn't have it throughout the course of the last few days. And so knowing that I needed to get this filmed, I ultimately had the time, I set it aside, but I still wasn't getting there. So I reached out to my content team and said, hey, stuck on topic. And of course, they threw it right back in my face. What about how to get yourself unstuck? What's interesting is that sometimes the solution is actually very obvious and it's right in front of us. But because of the overwhelm, the emotions, the blinders that we have on, because of the feeling of being stuck, we don't necessarily see the solution. And so there's a couple of concrete things here. This is certainly not intended to be all-inclusive or follow this as the letter of the law, but these are a couple of tips and tricks that if you're feeling stuck in any capacity of life, might help. And we're in a position right now in the world where many people are still feeling stuck. Many people have moved through the transitions of the difficult times of the pandemic, but there's still an additional layer that are keeping people in a position where they don't feel like they can move forward. You know, our house is not necessarily different. We've got 2 special needs kids, and remote learning is extremely difficult. We just found out that they're not going to be going back to school in the spring, and there's an undetermined amount of time. My wife feels very stuck as a result of that. I feel stuck because of an inability to provide solutions or effort to alleviate some of the burden that's not necessarily something we ever anticipated. You see, we didn't sign up to be teachers necessarily. We were parents, and all of a sudden, so many of us have had to pivot into that type of a role. Sometimes we have to literally just calm our emotions to be able to see clearly. Being stuck often means lack of clarity, lack of understanding on where we're going, lack of understanding what our options are. Sometimes literally just taking a few deep breaths, centering yourself, opening yourself up to opportunity, staying future focused and objective versus all the reasons that something won't work. Look for the reasons that they might. And you'll find your answer that way. Often that's not enough. And we need to challenge ourselves in a really difficult place to pull ourselves out of a hole and actually reach out and ask for help. In this case, I was stuck, and content team gave me exactly the answer that I needed. Gave me the topic, gave me the solution that was actually right in front of me. Sometimes the solution is in front of us. Sometimes we have to create and manifest the solution. Getting stuck might look like doing things that we've never done before. It might look like meeting people that we've never known before, putting ourselves in situations we've never envisioned needing to be in. But if we're stuck, it means that whatever we're doing isn't working, and we have to break the cycle and get ourselves into a place where we can be aware and intentional to really be able to move forward. So I really gave you 2 tips today. Calm your mind, calm your emotions, to seek a level of awareness to gain clarity. And if that doesn't work, reach out and ask for help. It can be through a spouse, it can be through a parent, a good friend, a counselor, a therapist, an employer. Sometimes even our kids can help us see solutions that our brains muddy the waters on. Just ask. What are some different ways that we can look at this? Because getting other people's perspectives often can point us at what's important. So if you're feeling stuck in any area of your life, challenge yourself to do one of those 2 things. Now there's 50 other ways to get unstuck. And if you need further help beyond that, by all means reach out, and we're happy to do whatever we can to help get you unstuck. info@brianbogert.com is the best place to reach us. And if you liked anything about this content, please like, comment, and share. And until next time, be great and be you.